Good evening to everyone online, investors, corporate, colleagues and friends. I would like to start by thanking the admirable work performed by the Forum of the Americas, which managed to pull through the third annual Conference de Paris. Such events are more essential than ever in these times of crisis to reflect on what has happened and, most importantly, exchange ideas on solutions. The unprecedented crisis we are living calls for more than ever for a global transnational response for all stakeholders and industries. In fact, as Christine Lagarde recently pointed out, the current crisis is not a financial one this time, but finance and sustainable finance represents an essential instrument to rebuild trust and enable a strong economic recovery. This year, ESG has never been so much under the spotlight. Despite the economic shock linked to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have witnessed both investors and companies increase their commitment to the sustainability agenda to accelerate their transition. COVID-19 and climate are not competing priorities. On the opposite, solutions for both are inseparably linked. We have long paid a particular attention to ensuring that our activity has a positive impact on the world around us. Sustainability is core to BNP Paribas and is at the heart of our strategy, which is to contribute to responsible and sustainable growth. We are working hand in hand with our clients to create a better future, and this commitment started over 10 years ago, supporting sectors with high carbon emissions willing to transform their business model to achieve their transition. Global Market has been particularly active in that field, helping corporate and institutional clients reach their sustainability goals through investment, hedging, and financing solutions. The S of ESG under the spotlight due to COVID-19. We are the gap between issuers and investors, and we've been leading the way in supporting issuers raise debt to answer urgent needs. Since the crisis began 8 months ago, we have managed 27 social bond transactions in response to the pandemic, starting with the first COVID-19 response bond for the Nordic Investment Bank, then the first in Latin America, CIF, and recently the EU's largest ever social bond issuance. These are proofs of our commitment to support the sustainable recovery. This crisis has acted as a catalyst to develop the S in ESG investment and has helped scale up sustainable finance as a response to society's need at large. But the E remains strong and is getting more inclusive. But the E is still going strong in the market, expanding in new sectors, especially the so-called resource-intensive industries, with the creation of new sustainable financing instruments such as sustainability-linked bonds. While green bonds channel funding directly into green projects such as building a wind farm, SLBs allow issuers to set themselves targets to change their business model and make it more sustainable. Utility company Enel was the first to issue such a bond in 2019 and has now issued SLBs across 3 currencies. Chanel is also leading the decarbonization of the luxury sector when the luxury brand issued the first sustainability-linked bond in the industry. These new instruments with science-based targets enable more issuers to tap the sustainable financing market and scale up decarbonization as it attracts more and more investors. The other sector breaking new ground in sustainable finance is the automotive one, with Daimler issuing the first green bond in the sector, shortly followed by Volvo Cars. In a nutshell, the market is getting more inclusive, giving issuers more tools to achieve their transition while accessing capital. But beyond these transactional actions, we are also supporting market development by our involvement in market-based initiatives. We have worked extensively over the years to the development of market standards with the ICMA Green and Social Bond Principles Executive Committee. We have most recently participated to the development of the Sustainability-Linked Bond Principles. BNP Paribas has also been playing a key role in the development of the EU taxonomy, which will be a central part of the EU action plan, defining what sustainable activities are, and we will carry on our engagement being on the newly established EU platform for sustainable activities. Needless to say that there is still a lot to do, but as we are witnessing increasing investor appetite for sustainable investments and helping more and more issuers tap in the sustainable capital market, I can say with confidence that we are getting closer to achieve the transition to a low-carbon economy. I wish you a great evening. Thank you for your time.